Yo, Wagwan, welcome back. We have another video today from the Banger channel themselves. Again, they drop in more bangers after bangers, and you already know as soon as the banger comes out, we're on it. So today is another video from It's Complicated. It's called Attention and Experience. Now, we can take a few little ideas what this video may be about, but we're just gonna dive right into it in the normal fashion like we always do. So without further ado,
Who has more experience dealing with the opposite sex, men or women?
Women,
Why?
because they don't have the same thing that a man has. They have something that a man wants.
I'd say women.
I'd say women.
Yeah, women have more experience.
Why do you think so?
I mean, I feel like it's just kind of men are always approaching women more than women approach men, and
Yeah.
just the gender norms that we already have.
So then, why are men expected to be more experienced than women at the same age?
Oh my God.
High standards?
Why
I don't
not?
know.
Yeah, maybe it's just the standards, the social stigma around men, because
Yeah.
they say that they're more childish and they don't develop as quickly as women do, that they stay kind of immature.
Do you think that might explain why a lot of women tend to go for older men?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
yeah, bro. Honestly, the whole idea is like women have such a pure numbers game from an earlier age that they get a lot of experience just right off the bat. Men don't have that, so they have to like go through a long period of getting those numbers and racking those up to really get that same level of skill set. And then the fact that women have that higher level of social awareness from a younger age, from dealing with a lot of men, a lot of people, they tend to find a guy that's older in terms of social experience more attractive because he's caught up with that numbers game from just pure time. So it's a matter of pure numbers in a short period of time that women have versus the accumulation of these numbers over a longer period of time that most men have to deal with. It's just how it is. You feel me? It's life.
Women would go for an older man because they see an older man as a father figure.
Why else would women go for older men?
Shmoney, baby. Money,
Oh, no.
security, safety,
Yo.
protection, house, family.
Yo, is this what the world has come to today? She's masked up in two different types of ways, bro.
They know what the fuck they want at a young age. Men don't.
What are your thoughts on the following statement? What gets the most attention from women is not giving them attention.
Absolutely. Women just want attention. That's it. You give them attention, they'll give you whatever the fuck you want.
Isn't that
Not really.
counterintuitive?
Not really.
Not really. If you make a girl laugh, she'll literally do anything for you. Give her some food, she'll be happy instead of hangry.
That is kind of true. Except that it comes to a point where it's like, okay, I'm done with you. You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
women,
nobody wants like someone that doesn't give them attention.
Yeah, women definitely feed off of attention a lot more
Yeah.
than men do.
I feel like as a woman, a man should be obsessed with me. To a point, not to where like he want to kill me or anything, but he should be obsessed with me to where, what are you doing, where you at, all of that.
Me as a female, if I
Don't do that.
can go talk to somebody or flirt with somebody and I see
Don't do that, bro. Like she's telling you that's what she wants, but as soon as you start doing that, it's all problems and downhill. Why are you so clingy? Why are you always hitting me up? Oh, he's so attached. Oh, why won't he give me space? Why won't he stop bothering me? Like it's the reverse psychology of what they say they want versus what they actually want. Don't fall for this type of trap.
automatically that they're just all over me, it turns me off straight away. But if I go to you and I'm kind of like flirting with you, but you're like hesitant or you don't show me no attention, in my mind I'm like, why? And it makes me more interested. So yeah, I
Facts.
completely 100% agree with that statement.
So how can a man give a woman the attention that she wants while still remaining a challenge?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
You gotta make her earn it.
I don't know if I could answer that.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. There's not a line. I feel like it's just really your type and how much you can put up with. Some men
Yeah.
really like giving women attention, and that's what they enjoy.
Are women more attracted to nice guys or bad boys?
Bad boys, baby. I've had plenty.
So then why should men care about what women want?
They really don't.
But I mean, should they?
Well, yeah,
But then that wouldn't make him a bad boy. That would make him a nice guy, and then women wouldn't be attracted to them, right?
exactly. Then they find out and dump them.
Are women more impressed by what a man is willing or unwilling to do in order to get sex?
Honestly, I'm gonna be real. I love watching these videos so much because you get to see like so many different personalities and all types of like characters just come out on camera. And the thing is, like, she's giving her experience, and just from that alone and like how she says things, how she like experiences, like expresses herself, it's just pure humor, and you see how to like compare different types of people on this video. I really like it a lot. Actually, let me go
By
back.
what to them, right?
Exactly. Then they find out and dump them.
Are women more impressed by what a man is willing or unwilling to do in order to get sex?
I think more unwilling. Just because as a female, especially being, not on no cocky shit, a pretty female, we know how easy sex comes to us. So for a man to try really, really hard to get sex, to me, it's not something that's gonna make me interested at all. Like, you have to be the type to make me want to have sex with you. You get what I'm saying?
So isn't that counterintuitive?
A bit.
Okay. Okay. And if a man was willing to, try really hard to get sex, wouldn't that be a simp? Wouldn't that be thirsty?
A little bit. Every man has to be a little bit thirsty, and so does every female. I believe, especially if you're in a relationship, you both have to be some sort of a simp.
Would you
So the whole concept there is basically when it comes to like getting women and chasing women, right? It's more of like there's certain things you do not do, certain lines you do not cross regardless, because she's gonna want you to really go above and beyond for her, and you gotta not only just do it to uphold a standard with her, but uphold a standard for yourself. So you have certain lines that you do not cross, things that you do not do regardless of the situation, whether she promises you sex or not, whether she promises you that Gok 3000. If these are your set standards and things that you don't compromise on, don't compromise on them. And by sheer just you doing that alone increases her attraction, because she understands that there's certain things that you uphold in your own life and that she has to abide by those set of boundaries. And so she has to play around your rules now, which makes her more attractive because she sees you as a man of confidence, as a man of status, and a man who carries his life in a certain way, regardless of what he thinks of her. So always uphold your own principles no matter what, regardless of what she may be promising or proposing to you. Your boundaries, your standards, and your principles always come first.
prefer a guy that has too little experience in the bedroom or too much experience in the bedroom?
Honestly, it doesn't matter. You just kind of learn with it every single time you go. Because let's face it, not everyone kisses the same way. Not everyone has the sex the same way. Not everyone has the same experience. It could be the first time. It could be the last time. They could have just gotten out of a shitty 10-year relationship. Who cares? You just kind of explore each other with each other at the same time. And each new relationship is a different story.
Would you prefer a man who has too little experience in the bedroom or too much experience in the bedroom?
Too much experience.
Why?
Because I don't have time to teach you.
Why do women expect men to be good in bed if sex is such a hard thing for men to acquire?
Because it should come natural.
Can men be good lovers?
Unrealistic.
Can men learn to be good lovers from watching porn?
Well, yeah. So can women. I've learned a lot from porn myself.
Are women harder to satisfy inside or outside of the bedroom?
Yeah.
Outside.
Why?
Because inside, you know, anybody could get off. It's outside that takes precedence over anything.
They say that 70% of women do not climax.
Yeah, bro. Like that is a good point as well. You gotta get in her head before you can get in her pants. You gotta really, really like get her wrapped up into you outside of the bedroom, and then it makes the experience inside the bedroom even better. Because women are very emotional and very mental. So once you got her mental wrapped around you and wrapped around your presence, wrapped around the whole idea of you, it makes her want to take that next step with you, and it makes it easier for her to have a good time with that comfort and that whole experience with you in the bedroom. So it's more important for you to get the mental down packed, and then you can get, you feels me? All right, you feels me.
Some intercourse. Why would a woman rather fake an orgasm than teach her partner how to give her a real one?
Because I feel like some women just feel bad, like they feel like they're criticizing them or something. Like, I'd rather teach because I don't want them to suck, but
Yeah, I mean, teaching, it's just not easy to look at a man and be like, that didn't do it for me. But it's definitely better to do that. It's just hard.
yeah, you don't want to like put them down, I feel like.
I will not have sex with nobody if I know you cannot make me climax. For other people, I don't know how they do it. I believe I'm very verbal, so if I don't like what you're doing, I'm gonna move you. I'm gonna tell you what to do, because this is for both of us. We're having sex for the both of us, not just for you and not just for me.
When you order a steak from a restaurant, do you tell the waiter how you want it prepared, or do you just expect him to know?
I tell them how I want it.
I tell them how I want it. I'm very
Why are
straightforward.
people in restaurants often picky about the way they want their meals prepared, yet when it comes to sex, they expect their partners to just know how to please them?
That's an intimate thing. You don't have like
Yeah.
an intimate bond with your waiter or your waitress. That's like, I'm never gonna see them again, so I'll just be straight up. But when you're in bed with somebody, it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to do this again.
But wouldn't you be more likely then to tell them?
I usually tell them. I don't know how it is for every person, but
Tell me how you
Asking
want to be
these
fucked.
banger questions.
exactly, yeah.
It's hard. It's really difficult to look somebody in the eye and like be like, you're doing it wrong.
Okay.
I don't agree with females that like fake their orgasms. I think you're not gonna teach him how to get better. He's not gonna know what to do and how to please you and how to make it right if you don't teach him.
Well, isn't every woman different in terms of what satisfies them?
Absolutely, but as a guy, if you are already sexually active, you should already know what you are doing. There's porn, there is so much on the internet, there's so many different things to find out the basic things and the basic ways to please a woman. I genuinely believe it is not that hard, but men are so focused on getting their nut most of the time that they don't really care.
All right, I want to make a important point. A couple important points here, right? First of all, porn will not help you get better in the bedroom. It may show you all these angles and you think, okay, if I put her legs up on top of the ceiling and her other legs on the floor and then her head through the window and then I'm just, going in like full force nonstop, then oh shit, like I'm gonna be the legend. I'm gonna be like one of those real life porn stars. But in reality, that's not how it works. Most times, guys are watching porn, smashing that shit like they're making mashed potatoes, and usually that does not help them in the actual experience with a girl. So the difference is, porn is not gonna be a substitute for actual infield or actual sexual experience with a woman. So don't rely on that as like a crutch. And as much as she may say, oh yeah, you can learn from watching the videos and what the actors are doing, remember, they're actors. And it's a whole camera crew. It's a whole stage setup. All the angles are designed. The coloring of the videos is designed a certain way. Just everything within that environment is designed to get you as aroused as possible and get your mind racing and get you to smash your shit like the fucking Hulk. So you don't want to rely on that. But then again, women do like a man with experience. So getting experience with multiple women, or just even if you're in a long-term relationship as a guy, and having that multitude of experience with your partner, and you can transfer that on to the next girl, women would prefer that than a guy that has no experience whatsoever. So you always want to focus on what you can do. Every woman is going to be different. Every woman is going to have her own thing that she may like. Obviously, when you're in that environment and you're kind of testing the waters and you're seeing what the deal is, You just have to kind of, learn and kind of adjust and see what works. But at the same time, don't deviate too much from trying to just please her all the time. Don't try to just only please her. Remember, it's an experience for you, and you have to put yourself as a priority in that experience. So she's not communicating with you what she may want. You're doing what you know how to do. And usually you just have to continue doing that and eventually develop that openness to where you guys are experimenting and trying new things, etc., etc. Usually that's not going to happen on a one-night stand where you guys are just, getting it done or a couple of times. But if it's more of in a relationship and on a consistent basis, then that communication needs to be something that's placed on the front, so you know how to make the experience better for both you and her. So don't take advice from porn videos. Don't take all your experience from porn and not actually go out and get real life experience.
Can people learn to be good lovers from watching porn?
No,
Why not?
because porn don't show you love. It just show you sexual preferences or sexual lust, but it don't show you how to treat a woman or how to know about her feelings or even not know about her feelings when she feeling a certain way.
When you
Very
watch
good answer.
porn, is it more for educational value or for entertainment value?
When I was young and I used to watch it, it was more for entertainment value. It was more for trying to figure out what was going on because I was a kid. So it was like, what is this?
Yo, no cap. I swear this guy sounds like J. Cole. This is like J. Cole in disguise. This is straight up. You go drop a good Cole World new bar for us real quick. So this guy, obviously, he gave like a good point. Like I said, it doesn't have the level of intimacy that you would have in real life. So the intimacy and the connection and all the emotions that are actually going on in that moment is another factor as well. So don't take it from just videos. Take it from real life experiences. Go out and get you into some nice warm guts. Don't let Jergens be your only friend, buddy. Don't let Pamela be your only nighttime action. Go out, get some real guts.
Okay, but now,
But now I haven't watched it since I've been a kid. So I mean, but if I was to watch it, I probably wouldn't be that interested in it because it's like better. It's not good as the real thing.
what are your thoughts on the following expression? If you chase women, you'll eventually run out of money, but if you chase money, you'll never run out of women.
Well, it implies that most women are gold diggers
Yeah.
and that they care more about money than anything. And I don't think that's true.
Okay, maybe it's just a stereotype or a stigma?
It is a stereotype, definitely.
Okay, what is the definition of lust?
To crave somebody.
Relationship or not, a guy is going to continue to explore his options because he
I
doesn't
remember
run off
her.
of feelings, he runs off of lust. With a female, it's lust in your hoe phase, but once you catch feelings, you can really settle down and stop what you're doing. But with a male, you will continue off of lust.
Lust is defined
Recap.
as a passionate desire for something, like a lust for sex or power. What is the difference between men lusting after sex and women lusting after money?
No difference in my mind. It's the same thing. You just want something that you can't have or shouldn't have because it gives you too much power, and that power is the one that screws you up and screws society up.
So why are men shamed for what they lust after while women are often encouraged to lust after money?
Men are lust after money too. What the heck are you smoking?
I feel like for men, it's more of like
Yo,
a
he
personal
mad disrespectful.
satisfaction, intimate one. Than for women,
Mad
it's just kind of like a,
But
it's a power satisfaction. Like I get everything I want now.
Why are men shamed for what they lust after while women are often encouraged to lust after money?
I think it's the way that society treats men as though they're lower. I think it all has to do with that stigma, really, that women are more hyped up than men are.
Isn't sex something that's shared while money is something that's taken?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't men use power to get sex while women use sex to get power?
I don't want to say it's true, but it kind of
Yeah.
is. It's a
It's
little
facts.
true.
Do women crave attention?
Oh God, yes. I'm a Leo.
Do men crave sex?
Every 5 minutes they think about it. Did you know that?
Why are men shamed for what they lust after, but women aren't?
Because they're pigs.
What is the definition of lust?
What?
Always wanting it, thinking about it all the time.
Lust is a passionate desire for something, like a lust for sex or power. What is the difference between men lusting after sex versus women lusting after money?
It's about the same thing. Because women want money and men want sex. Goes hands in hand.
Isn't sex something that's shared while money is something that's taken?
Basically. But a lot of times they'll give you money for sex. And that not always is a prostitution. Sometimes it's just a gift they leave on the table.
Do women put themselves on a pedestal, or does society pedestalize the women?
Society pedestalizes women, absolutely.
Do you think women are overhyped in our society?
Yes.
Do you think that contributes to their loneliness?
Yes.
Why?
Because I feel like we get obsessed with our own looks and our own how we look, so to say, and Instagram, and it becomes we don't need nobody. We know what we look like. We know how easy it is to get somebody if we wanted it. And I feel like at the end of the day, that does result in a lot of loneliness because your body will only get you so far.
So do you think empowering women might be counterproductive?
Yes. To a certain extent. To a certain extent, though.
Okay, can you elaborate a little more on that?
I believe everybody should be empowered, both men and women. I am not sexist in the slightest bit, so I do feel, I look at everybody as equal. So I feel the same empowerment we have for women should be the same empowerment we have for men. But I do feel that society tends to level up the empowerment of women just because of what our bodies and what we look like.
All right, so here's a quick example, right? And it's funny because I thought she was about to say, yes, put women down, subjugate women, make us less. That would have been so funny if she said that. But regardless, here's an analogy for everyone to understand the different dynamics between the world we were all born into, right? As men and women. So think of the world itself, like the globe, as one kingdom, one giant kingdom in itself. Now, in this world, when it comes to the sexual dating and sexual relationships, right, interpersonal dynamics, women are automatically born into that higher level of royalty, right? They're born into the levels of royalty. Basically like a rich kid born into money, right? And men are born into the lower levels of poverty and peasantry. And so basically a person who comes from a third world country, similar to from where I was. I'm from Jamaica. So when growing up, you see a lot of pain, you see a lot of low level like mindsets, you see a lot of struggle, right? And so within these two different categories, there's different problems that come with each. Obviously, with women being born into this higher level of like the rich kid born into money, you're basically already taken care of. You're basically on a pedestal from society automatically. And so you have a different set of problems in terms of your self-worth, your self-belief, and your overall individual growth as a person. And so although you're born at the top, you lack the character development that came from rising to the top. But as a man, you're born at the bottom, but you have the ability to create the kingdom along the way and rise and develop your character on your way up into that newer level of royalty. So being a guy, there's benefits of creating your own world, creating and building your own kingdom, and building the level of life you want to be in. For a lot of women, they're already born into the higher levels of life, and because they don't know any better, they don't know what struggle is like, they don't know what, not being selected is like, they know just only abundance. They never had that character development to really shape and mold their mind and keep them grounded to a certain degree of how to operate within these different dynamics and how the world really works. And so we get a lot of women that are insecure, that don't know how the world works, that lack confidence or genuine confidence. They may have fake confidence from all the options they may have, but once those options leave, they don't have that strong, real core confidence. And we get a lot of entitled women because they're automatically in that rich kid bracket. So we are born in two different levels in life. Over time, men have the ability to level up and create their value. But on the inverse end, it's like a rich kid who gets all of daddy's money, all of their family's money. If they don't develop the skills of how to maintain that money, maintain that lifestyle, make more money, over time, they start to lose that money. And this is what happens with a lot of women. They start to go down as time progresses because they never learn the essential skills, the essential mindsets, and the essential operating habits of how to maintain that higher level of operation. So they slowly go back down as time progresses. So time is the determining factor in a lot of this. From up here to down here, you flip. And that's how a lot of the world works in the different ways between men and women. And as soon as you understand these concepts, as soon as you really grasp how the world works, you stop really complaining and you stop really like worrying about, oh damn, you know, like why are women so entitled? Why are women like this? Or why do I have to struggle? Why do I have to grow? There's different benefits and also even negatives that come with each one.
Our society is constantly empowering women. Where do you see our society empowering men?
Good
I don't have
question.
an answer. That was a good question. That's kind of sad. That was a good question. I don't have an answer for that.
Yep. So, regardless, there's a lot we talked about in terms of attention, experience over time, and how the different dynamics between men and women play out in a general broad scale sense over time. Be sure to leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what your views on this are and what your experiences are in the real world. Also, we covered a lot of topics, so just pick one of the topics and put your comment and your attention on that specific topic. But you know what I always say. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Show your boy some love, man. Some love. Or just hate, you know, whichever one. I don't really care. And as always, remember to stay official. Peace.